Well, one of Charlie Kirk's last company-wide directives was to carry out a Doge-style audit at Turning Point USA. He confided that there were significant money problems, possible embezzlement, maybe fraud. He wanted to get to the bottom of it. Why were they burning through cash so quickly? It seems odd.
Open your mind a little bit rather than just quickly jumping the gun and saying, yeah, we need to just move on with life. You know, people get shot and killed every day, but no, when someone gets murdered, and then there's a story with intention on reasons why, and it's something that can impact the entire country, you and your family, you should really be asking questions, really be outspoken about this, and raise the flags, because if it gets to the point where we're just allowing our country to do whatever they want, they're going to start killing innocent people, and they'll find excuses on how to get rid of them. And there's going to be a moment in time where there's going to be a revolution, and I do not want to get that far. We, the people, do not want to get that far. We don't want to destroy this country, but we need to fix this country by getting the corruption out of Washington. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below.
Here's the memo that he sent to staff just 8 days before he was assassinated on September 2nd. He wrote this, and he lays out in this memo his plans for the audit. He tasked his new COO, Justin Stariff, with a similar...
I want to read it to you guys because it's very important that we read this. Now, Charlie Kirk himself sent this out to his employees on September 2nd, just a few days before he got murdered. And it says, Dear Team America, effective immediately, Justin Stariff is taking on a new elevated role with Turning Point USA as its Chief Operating Officer. Since joining Turning Point USA in 2020, Justin has led Turning Point's fundraising division and in more recent years has been involved in some organizational operations, filling his COO role in many ways, but now officially taking on the title and expanding responsibilities. In this COO role, Justin will directly oversee development, events, finance, TPUSA Faith, media marketing, productions, asset management, distribution, Turning Point Education, Blexit, HR, and legal. Justin will also closely coordinate with Andrew Cipher on the National Field Program. In this role, I have empowered Justin, among other priorities, to engage in an organizational-wide Doge effort. Justin will be assembling a small team to assist in this effort, which is focused on Turning Point USA, becoming more efficient, becoming more cost-effective, unifying organizational success around company-wide metrics and goals, and reshaping company culture. I expect many positive changes to come from this forthcoming initiative and Justin's expanded role. Please join me in congratulating Justin on the new role with the organization. As always, thank you for everything each of you do for Turning Point USA. Now let's get back to work and save America. Gosh, man, I miss Charlie Kirk, man, because he had good intentions for this country, and we have stupid-ass enemies and evil people that have a crazy agenda to take over the nation and really destroy the American way, in my opinion. And this is also, this letter right here even gives me more justification in Candace Owens and believing her, because she has been saying that Turning Point USA has been compromised long before Charlie was killed. There's been some people that had different agendas in what they wanted to do with Turning Point USA. This letter, I want to know, is the Doge effort still in effect? Has something been done? Has these things been moved forward since September 2nd? I mean, we're already in December, so there should have been a lot of, investigative work within Turning Point USA. But this raises a huge red flag because of his death, because he's calling for, hey, we're spending a lot of money, I don't know why, but here we need to really investigate Turning Point USA. Bam, he gets murdered. That's not a good sign. That doesn't give me That doesn't give me good vibes from Turning Point USA, and it shouldn't for anybody.
Telling a team to boost efficiency, cut costs, align metrics, reshape the company culture. Insiders knew that what was going on, and they said that Charlie was concerned about how they were burning through so much cash so quickly. Where was all this money coming from? And by the way, where was it all going? Was it being spent on vendors, like ridiculous amounts for vendors at different live events? Like, where was all this money going? Then right after his death, investigative journalist Brian Ferentz, right after his death, Brian Ferentz wrote this. Investigative journalist Brian Ferentz said, maybe we should be transparent about the TPUSA donor list, what foreign countries they represent, where the money went, and why Tyler Boyer canceled the Doge-style audit and culture change Charlie Kirk ordered as his last wishes. Yeah, why would Tyler Boyer cancel Charlie's final big wish? A big company-wide directive.
Too damn obvious. Come on. You can't play us like that. You can't play like we're stupid. You can't. I know damn well there's people, this is why I was giving Officer Tatum a lot of crap, because, a lot of things that were being said about many different people that are investigating Charlie Kirk's assassination, and along with Candace Owens, everything Officer Tatum was saying was basically like, no, I can't believe they would say anything about Turning Point. Like, Turning Point, those are his friends. Those are her best friends. Best friends, they can betray you too. I guess Officer Tatum doesn't understand that. And he has a lot of followers that don't understand that as well. You should understand that just because you have good people that you believe are even family can betray you. And, that's all I'm going to say about family and in regards to Charlie Kirk, if you guys know what I'm trying to hint at. But it's still under speculation to figure out who is actually involved in getting Charlie Kirk murdered. And it wasn't just one person. It was not. And it was probably not even just people in this country. I have after listening to everything, a strong suspicion of other key players in other countries that were in on this. When you see an organization like Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk had all the youth in his hands. He grew in power to pass information to the youth in a very direct way, where you could tell that Charlie Kirk wasn't someone that would stumble his words. He knew what the hell he was talking about. He knew his beliefs. He knew what he wanted for this country and for the youth to grow and to, take charge of this country in the future, because they'll be the ones running this country. He was trying to set them up for success in this country. When you have evil, corrupted people and people with other agendas and other, world leaders and countries, and they see something like that coming from the United States of America, they're going to be like, well, we want to get our message out in mass quantities and to the youth. Oh my gosh, that's something to look into. We need to reach out to this Charlie Kirk. And I think that's what happened. They reached out to Charlie Kirk. Israel, and specifically, Benjamin Netanyahu wanted Charlie Kirk to go to Israel. He wanted to influence Charlie Kirk into incorporating the ideology and beliefs and how we should be supporting Israel in war efforts and this and that, when it has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with the United States of America. And there's people in this country that are like, yo, yes, it did. Because a lot of these people that are saying it are coming from Israel, are coming from other countries. They're not even American born. And if they are, they're probably reading propaganda that's making them believe that we should be supporting Israel. We should be protecting our home. I've said it many times on this channel. Treat this country like you treat your home. If you're living inside your home, and this was a metaphor in regards to immigration, illegal immigration, but it applies for everything. You're living in your home and everything's great, and then you invite someone into your home, or someone breaks into your home, either way, and you're married, you have kids, you have a family, but all of a sudden you have somebody that came from a different background decides to come into your home, and they're starting to teach your kids certain things that are out of bounds or in different ways of how you parent. Now they're grooming your kids to be something that's not the way you want your kids to be grown. Well, that's That's how it's happening right now in America. Instead of the parents, it's the government. The government is allowing people like Benjamin, whatever his damn name is, the Prime Minister of Israel, to come to this country and, push the agenda of getting Israel more involved in the United States in regards to the education and support for that country. And I don't buy it. I don't support that. We shouldn't be. We should be taking care of our home first. Teaching our kids, hey, this is our home. These are our values, morals, traditions. This is the way we do things here. The moment we start allowing people to come and, disturb our home, it destroys our family. It destroys our country. It destroys the people. It will destroy this country, and I don't want that. All right, this is going to be a long video, and I'm not going to react to the entire video of this clip. It's from the channel Redacted. They have about 2.8 million subscribers. I just started following him and watching his videos, and he's putting a lot of pieces together just as Candace Owens is doing, and he's getting some good information. I mean, even people that are working within Turning Point USA, and I'll attach the link to his video below, and I encourage you guys to subscribe to him. I don't even know his name, honestly, but just this video caught my attention, and I encourage you guys to watch it and listen to it and just gain some information. Open your mind a little bit rather than just quickly jumping the gun and saying, yeah, we need to just move on with life. People get shot and killed every day, but no, when someone gets murdered and then there's a story with intention on reasons why, and it's something that can impact the entire country, you and your family, you should really be asking questions, really be outspoken about this, and raise the flags, because if it gets to the point where we're just allowing our country to do whatever they want, they're going to start killing innocent people, and they'll find excuses on how to get rid of them. And there's going to be a moment in time where there's going to be a revolution, and I do not want to get that far. We, the people, do not want to get that far. We don't want to destroy this country, but we need to fix this country by getting the corruption out of Washington. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Until next time, peace out, everybody. This one's for Charlie.